Here's a group of apartment complexes that look like they've been abandoned for years now. Wow. Wow. I was going to explore this, but there were actually cars back there. So I'm not sure if people live back there or something bad was going on. For me in the suburbs, you never really see apartment complexes go abandoned like this. One person probably owned all these apartments, and to see them all abandoned like this probably means that there's not enough people in town, or maybe people couldn't even afford it. You probably noticed that sign saying building a better Harvey. That's crazy.
It's like, this is what your town is gonna look like when you don't take care of it. When the economy is ass. Like the people are gonna take everything they have and move.
Everyone's going down south. Everyone's going to Atlanta, Texas, stuff like this. That's coming up from the northern places. So you think that's gonna have like a significant impact over time?
I can see that happening, but it's gonna be because of politics, like the direction of the politics themselves. Here in Chicago, there's a big push of let's call it holding Democrats accountable for right now. And I would say one extreme of that is voting red, okay? Voting for Republicans. But a lesser extreme, which is more so where I'm at, is just holding what we have accountable right now and then voting locally so that those that's going to be taking their place is actually have black people's interests in mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how we fix this. It's by starting from the ground up. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Chicago Black Delegation podcast. I'm your host, HCK High, I think, and I'm enjoying with my lovely guests here, and we're going to be checking out a Tiffany Henry response video of what happened in the latest town hall meeting. All right, so let's see what she got to say.
Last night we had a board meeting, and it saddens my heart that it's so much chaos going on that
too fast. For everybody that don't know already, yes, I do listen to Tiffany at 2 times speed. Crazy, I know.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Yeah, it's
already talked too fast.
Yeah, she already talked too fast. Yeah. And you know the funny part about this is, and this is not gonna be part of the show, but the funny thing about this is I as much time I think I'm saving by listening to her at 2 times speed, I have to listen to it multiple times because I don't know how much time I'm
saving. No time.
I really don't know how much time I'm saving. You know what I'm saying? All right.
You got this. So about last night we had a board meeting, and it saddens my heart that it's so much chaos going on that people want to create division amongst us, but not give facts and truth to what's going on in our community. You guys know that I've always been the voice of the people, and I've always been trying to uplift my community and tell my community what they mean to me, because sometimes people don't know their worth. So we have done so much within my term, and I'm only 3.5 years in, and I think we have created so much in our village. And it saddens my heart because you have board members that's using it for political gain, playing these games, and they're using the people as, I don't even know what to call it. And I just need y'all to pay attention, because I have no more words as it relates to what they're doing. You have to look and pay attention with your own 2 eyes of what's going on in the village of Dolton. And as I always say, me today, you tomorrow.
Rashid, is it you today or what's up? What's y'all thoughts regarding regarding this aspect of her trying to throw the trustees under the bus and everybody that's quote unquote confused under the bus, and just like, man, like the narrative she's trying to span right now.
Narcissistic behavior. Look, the deal is this. She's already demonstrated in the meeting in front of everybody her lack to be transparent in any kind of way about the finances. They got tons of information and evidence proving that money is not being paid, but it's being approved. All right. So all this stuff is going on. And it's like she doesn't skip a beat. She doesn't care. It doesn't. She's not affected by it. She can come back and throw them under the bus and create any narrative she wants to. Her mind is clear. She's not pressured. She doesn't have any guilt or shame
at all.
So it's like, hey, I'll bring up a new narrative. Oh, you got something for that? I got another narrative. And I'll keep going as long as you can go.
It's
You're a real politician. That's what you got to do. You can't be up there fucking letting guilt get the best of you and you trying to do criminal shit.
Right. What kind of criminal would you be?
Right.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah, very much so agree, guys. Next part of this.
And she cute.
Hey, that's
Kinda.
Hey, that's bad. We don't do that.
Oh, we don't do that.
We don't do that.
Okay.
So that is all right.
Everybody,
And
that
she's
is
a
our
very
power,
productive
guys.
looking woman.
That's funny. All right, moving on.
And people don't understand that. So then when you get 4 individuals who really is puppets to the puppet master, which is the lawyer, come in and try to overtake government, that's not how it works. As I always say, when it's a woman in control, a woman running things, you guys have a problem with that. And it's sad because we know what we're doing and we want change. We want things to go right in our community. But sometimes there's been so much bad and so much corruption in our communities that when we try to implement the change, it's like, y'all want to know why.
Oh gosh, you pulling the feminist card.
Now I really feel bad for making this statement. I'm sorry, man.
Oh my god.
So now you know how that
You
goes,
look
guys.
capable.
I mean, nothing against women empowerment and everything like that, but like, bro, y'all gotta understand, okay? When somebody uses this fem card, they trying to drag you down with them, okay? They want you to feel bad for them. They want you to rally up behind their nonsense, and they don't want to be held accountable, okay? Like, just seriously, please vet the people that you trust and get behind, okay? Don't let her just guilt trip you into like supporting her and stuff like that with this speech of, oh, y'all, they just don't want to see a woman lead. They want us to lead. You know what I'm saying? It's us. It's us versus them, girls.
It's so much going on, and y'all don't even got proper information to make decisions. And when y'all see me, ask me. I'll tell y'all what's up. Because at the end of the day, y'all voted.
Real quick, has she told anybody what's up yet?
No. But wait a minute. They have asked her. She still didn't tell.
You mean the bro?
She just made the statement. Y'all see me in the street. Y'all ask me. I'll tell you what's up. They have asked you, and you didn't tell them what was up.
Yeah, people ask her all the time on, especially in those town hall meetings. Hey, what's going on here? And she's like, she wanted to ask counter questions that has little to nothing to do with what's being presented to her. You know what I'm saying? What's presented against her, as far as holding her accountable and stuff. So, or trying just trying to find the truth of the matter, because it's just a byproduct that that she's going to be held accountable. They just want to know what the heck's going on with this money, so they can hold everybody accountable. So.
For Lightfoot, right, to come in here at $400 an hour. That's $100 for every 15 minutes. But yet y'all won't vote to open the swimming pool for the kids. That make sense?
Can somebody make that make sense?
No.
Okay.
No.
Isn't that amazing?
Okay, so yeah, and this is one of those things I like to talk about quite a bit. Okay, ma'am, listen. What you're talking about has nothing to do with each other. So what you're talking about is two completely different packets of situations or cans of worms that need to be completely opened and completely accounted for and digested and everything and completely understood. You know what I'm saying? Two things that have nothing to do with each other outside the fact that both situations is directly tied to the funds of Dolton. Okay, so but that's just the very problem here. When you open up the can of worms as far as why they need a lawyer, okay. That whole pipeline of understand that whole situation is directly to do with her and what needs to be done. I mean, what actions need to be taken to fix to uproot the situation that is Tiffany Hayner and her cronies and stuff like that. Okay, that lawyer is a necessary function towards the betterment of Dolton. However, the pool, right, that she's trying to compare this situation with the pool or whatever like that, complete Bro, it's a pool that she want to use according to her, she wants the kids, these black and brown kids, to learn how to swim and stuff like that. Like, bro, like, come on now, like those things have little to nothing to do with each other. And as a matter of fact, if this lawyer situation isn't like, I'm sorry, not the lawyer situation, but if the legal situation isn't handled properly, then the same problems that's befalling all the other bills that's not being paid in Dolton is like just add the pool situation to the list. It's just gonna be another situation where a bunch of people that's working on this pool is not getting paid because it's too much. What's that word again, Chuck? Kickbacks. There's too much kickbacks going on for people to get paid properly, and then just add one more to the list, and before you know it, Tiffany's not gonna get reelected, and she's gonna head for the hills with all that cash, and then she's gonna live happily ever after with her cronies. You know what I'm saying? Okay.
I asked about this last night. They took it off the warrant list. So those that live in Dolton, y'all want to swim? And I think that we should open the pool because that's what I'm advocating for, to teach our kids, especially the black and brown kids, how to swim.
I mean, Tiffany, everybody want to see you be held accountable. That's what everybody wants.
Because that's the number one thing they all say. We don't know how to swim. But we have a pool that we pay for regardless, but ain't open. Because people playing politics. These are the things I'm fighting up against. Greenwood Falls, right? Y'all see it? We got an outdoor roller rink. These are things that should be advertised to y'all, tell y'all what's going on, but they not. They won't tell you anything like that.
Okay. Any comments?
Yeah, I want to make one because I think you guys misunderstanding. Okay. You don't get it. If she gets this pool open, there will be no need for Lori Lightfoot because all the bills will be paid and she will be transparent. Right. And everybody will be happy in the utopia because there's a bunch of black and brown kids swimming.
Yeah, all the black and brown kids gonna be a bunch of Michael Phelps, and they all gotta bring money back into the money.
Grow up
Dolton, and then all the financial situations gonna be all solved.
It's gonna be wonderful.
That's that 5-dimensional chess. That's right. That 5-dimensional chess me and you constantly we be talking about. Right? You got that 5-dimensional chess, man.
You gotta have it. You know, she got it.
Like what? Clairvoyance? What do you call it?
Clairvoyant. Absolutely.
All right. So let's see what else we got here, man.
Bring KP in. KP is an influencer as well. Alderman in Harvey, and he wants to tell y'all a couple things so you can hear from somebody else other than me.
All right. Jay Rashid, let me ask you a question, my guy. What do we know about Harvey, and what we know about how politics is done to Harvey, and what we know about the Harvey's overall, as we say, economy that's directly to do with the influence of politics, of his local politics, because she's going to bring in an alderman
of a town that's fucked up. I mean, look, their businesses are shutting down. Taxes is going up. Harvey is not doing any better than Dolton for real. Like, so you bringing him in, y'all really just all on the same little payroll. Ain't he he's a board member of the Thornton Township, ain't he?
Yeah. He's I believe he's a trustee. I know he's at the town hall meetings and stuff like that. But
he's right in her pocketbook with her, and it shows.
Yeah,
I mean that might be a smart move on her part. If she know other townships are kind of, underhanded and doing some corruption shit, they band together like the motherfucking Avengers. They might beat this shit.
I bet until one of them gets fucked up, and then all of a sudden they open a can of worms.
Right. I was trying to tell y'all back then.
Yeah, I was trying to I was the secret agent. I was a secret agent squirrel trying to get them uprooted. You know what I mean? Then no, you go to jail, man. But yeah, let's see what this cornball got to say, man.
Let me say this.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay, so for those who know and who's watching right now, I only got one thing to say about Harvey, Mayor Kellogg. And that may be her inspiration,
Inspiration.
Yeah, I mean, this dude he was about to go to jail for stealing, but yeah.
Oh, no, say it ain't so. Yeah. Oh man, bro, Harvey is I saw a video of a dude riding through Harvey, bro. They got trees growing inside the apartment complexes. It's like a,
it's
it's insane, bro.
they have videos about like a lot of abandoned towns, like that's no residents all throughout Illinois. I ain't really like, because I know you brought up how Harvey looks, and I know it came across my my time screen, my YouTube, and it's like I'll probably for the one like that.
I have a piece of property right now, 122. Can't say the whole thing, I guess. In Harvey, Dad, my dad, that's where he lives, and they have the 2-flat building there now. So spent a lot of time out there. One side of Harvey looks like a dusty, forgotten town with several residents weaved all through the abandoned buildings, and then another part that looks somewhat decent.
Somewhat decent, okay. Yeah, I saw a ride along with. I was referring to a ride along. Probably the same YouTuber. But yeah, he was like literally driving through like this section of Dolton. Like the roads is just, grass all grown up, growing up in the roads, and the trees are all like inside the. It's actually insane. I'll actually post a video like during the editing process of this video.
Here's a group of apartment complexes that look like they've been abandoned for years now. Wow. Wow. I was going to explore this, but there were actually cars back there. So I'm not sure if people live back there or something bad was going on. For me in the suburbs, you never really see apartment complexes go abandoned like this. One person probably owned all these apartments. And to see them all abandoned like this probably means that there's not enough people in town, or maybe people couldn't even afford it. You probably noticed that sign saying building a better Harvey. That's crazy.
But yeah, this is what your town is gonna look like when you don't take care of it. When the economy is ass. Like the people are gonna take everything they have and move.
And go
somewhere that's more safe, where there's more opportunities. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody know what happened in Mississippi and stuff like that. The people didn't see, there was no opportunity down there. They packed their bags and headed for the north. You know what I mean?
Great migration.
Exactly. And how do I put this? And then I'm just saying Dolton could end up in a similar situation. I believe there's a lot of support being sent Dolton's way right now. It could be a lot of donors and stuff like that feels bad about what's going on. Tiffany is getting a lot of deals and stuff like that. She is getting a lot of money into the town, so that is a plus. But still, if things kind of keep going this direction and people keep stealing the money from the townspeople and stuff like that in all these different curious ways, it's going to be a sad case of what's going to happen to Dolton, and then Harvey is just going to be a dust town, you know what I'm saying? But
hey, this might be like a half-ass related, because you made the notion of a great migration that happened when people from the south went north. You think it might be a reversal nowadays? Because everyone's going down south. Everyone's going to Atlanta, Texas, stuff like this. That's coming up from the northern places. So you think that's going to have like a significant impact over time? Because they like crowded down there by Southbound, I would imagine.
Yeah, this is it. I do like talking about stuff like this, and we can talk about it a little bit right now too. This is part of like my big grand scheme for Black Americans and stuff like that. I want Black people to go where the money is. I want Black people to go where infrastructure is. You know what I'm saying? If where you going has good infrastructure, then I want Black people to be a part of that, also making that money. You know what I'm saying? If we are gonna go somewhere where there needs to be a significant amount of development, I'd rather us go in like an extreme mass, so that we all can help each other build up that community or that potential, that prospect, if you will. But to answer your question in depth, I can see that happening, but it's gonna be because of politics, like the direction of the politics themselves. Here in Chicago, there's a big push of let's call it holding Democrats accountable for right now. And I would say one extreme of that is voting red, okay, voting for Republicans. But a lesser extreme, which is more so where I'm at, is just holding what we have accountable right now, and then voting locally so that those that's going to be taking their place is actually have black people's interests in mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how we fix this. It's by starting from the ground up. You can't really just keep chopping the dandelions down. The weed is just gonna keep growing. You know what I'm saying?
So
you have to plant better seeds.
A place that's about black, a place with an infrastructure that we can build from the ground up.
If we want to take en masse, if we want to do that, these are different things.
Yeah.
We either move somewhere where there's plenty of infrastructure, or if we're gonna do something where we build it from the ground up, we do it in extreme and mass,
and just enough resources to make this. So you need a shawl. We're gonna get you a staff. You're gonna split the Atlantic straight to Africa, and we have all that there.
Okay, Umar. Anyway, stay y'all black asses.
I've taken a page of the technicians.
Bombs away. So anyway, but
Marcus Garvey.
Relax.
Whoa.
We don't want
relax.
Relax. They're gonna have my head, man. They're gonna have my head, bro. All right.
What's going on, everybody? Just want to take a minute to talk to the residents of Dolton that know
shiesty.
Tiffany's work. Tiffany has been busting her butt for you guys. I need y'all to pay attention. Anyone that knows me knows that I encourage everyone to research for themselves. Always have.
That's all. I'm
That's
gonna say that right now.
He is showing the traits of someone lying so easily.
Up and to the left.
So easily.
I'm gonna let you break that down right now, but I'm just gonna say this: what he just said right now is the only semblance of truth that he made in this entire video. I'm gonna spare y'all the cringe, okay? Because cringe it's bad for your teeth, ain't it? Like, you just gotta you don't want to do that cringe and stuff too much. But that's the only thing that was ahead of you about listening to the rest of that video. Go ahead, Connie. Take it away.
Yeah, he's terrible. Like, at least with Tiffany, she's looking at the camera majority of the time before she kind of twists away with her eyes. He's not even looking at the camera. It's like he's looking at the fucking prompt. Someone holding something.
He's like, yeah, look.
I know, right? Like, god damn.
Yeah, man. So yeah, just don't bother with these different type of liars though. I do want to shed just a tad bit light on this gentleman right here. This is a alderman of in Dolton, right? He's also one of the board members he also acts as a board member in Chicago, in Dolton. So yeah, this is Keith Price, all right, and this person is giving us a link to an interview that he had on a podcast or some sort of a radio show of some sort. He's gracious enough to kind of give us a rundown on what was said in the podcast or in the show. So you can just look up the you can just search in Keith Price on YouTube or Google or anything like that, and it'll pop up for you, like, guaranteed. If nothing else, I'll just post a link of the interview itself in the description so you can watch it yourselves. But this is what this gentleman said. So Keith Price did an interview yesterday. You all might want to check it out. Couple of things before you watch. He said he doesn't take nothing personal. He never mentions a plan or anything that's going to push Harvey forward. He plowed snow. He mentions a lot of people by name, but never mentions who or what companies Bobcats they were. Just kind of bear with the grammar here, y'all. I'm sure the citizens want to thank them. Never says how many people are on the paid streets and sanitation department. Apparently, he has an issue with Zuccarelli, but not Mayor Kellogg. And last but not least, he thinks you should have to serve on boards or get experience like him to be effective. Keep in mind, Obama was a junior senator when he ran for president, and Trump, as you all know, had zero experience. Think he kind of trying to discourage new blood. Drop your thoughts. So, what do y'all kind of think about what this guy said about the summarized version of this interview? I guess specifically, let's say specifically it's pertaining to not having an agenda for Harvey. So like he want to have a conversation with people about Harvey, but he doesn't have any plans for Harvey, which is kind of strange in my opinion. Don't y'all think?
Very.
You want that?
So there's another thing in Harvey. What's going on? There's a couple of half-built buildings. I mean, seriously, there was a big promotion thing. We're going to do this. Again, that was I think Kellogg, not this guy here. I can't pronounce.
That is Keith Price.
Zaccardi.
Oh, you said
yeah.
Okay.
So he says he doesn't have a problem with Zaccardi.
Yeah,
he has
a
with
problem.
Zaccardi.
He has a problem with Zaccardi, but he
didn't have a problem with convicted thief Kellogg. So, which is says a lot about you. But again, like Tiffany Haddish, she's saying that he does things, has planned, but all he's done was plow out snow. So it's like a going pattern with a lot of these cricket townships, and it's just again the overlay for the underplay.
Yes, sir. There's some statements, guys.
No, I 100% agree. That's some biased shit right there.
But yeah, so it's nice. Like I said, it's nice that you plowed snow, which I'm pretty sure the state has something to do with that because the city of Chicago has something to do with that because it's freaking snow and But I think it's really alarming that you don't have a plan. That you don't mention some sort of plan to take care of the city and push the township of Harvey forward. I mean, Harvey was a nice place once upon a time, and if you don't want to make Harvey great again, then what are you doing here? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so yeah, I think that about wraps stuff for us, though. Like I said, this situation for Tiffany Hanier, this seems to keep developing. I mean, just when you think one town hall meeting is just enough and it can't get topped and it doesn't get better than that, well, here you are. You got Lori Lightfoot grandstanding on in a village township meeting. I mean, I don't know what else to really digest. I don't really know how to say this. This doesn't even seem like politics at this point. You know what I'm saying? This just seems like some sort of crazy sitcom. You know what I mean? It doesn't seem like it doesn't at all seem like what normally happens in a town hall meeting. Yeah. But it's like I said, I'm gonna keep saying this as often as I can. You have to it's great that people are paying attention to what's going on in Dolton, but for everybody that is paying attention to Dolton, we have to start this needs to be a chain of reaction, right? This needs to be a thing where everybody is getting more involved with local politics, showing up for their town hall meetings. At the very least, find a way of watching the town hall meetings. And when something comes up that doesn't make any damn sense, like some of the things we kind of discussed today on how people can kind of, what did you call it? The overlay for the underplay.
Yeah.
You have to call it out, man. It's one thing you watching it. It's one thing to watch it at home, and then you're smart enough to pick up on what's going on. You're smart enough to pick up on the blatant disrespect of the taxpayers' money and stuff like that, overspending and what have you. It's another thing to actually show up and voice your concerns and have something be done about it. So yeah, it's been Chicago Black Delegation, and we'll see y'all on the flip side, man.